Good morning, traders, those who are arriving now, and for those following us on our live stream. Hope everybody had a great weekend. And again, this is the kind of setup in a downtrend that hurts the little guy, shakes out the weak hands. You get your counter trend rally, everybody gets trapped by the counter trend rally. And we're saying, again, 1030 just doesn't have to be 1030 reversal. But the market is rallying. Everybody thinks the low is in, and then it just plummets. And if you wait for that M type of trade, in other words, a little bit higher high, just enough to stop everybody out, and then starts tanking, that's the kind of trade that we really like to catch. Any questions on that? All right, good job, Shifu. And we've got 8 minutes until the open. All right, good job. Yeah, there will be counter trend rallies, and I don't mind taking them if you're green. If you're green, why not? Take advantage because you're showing that you could time it well. But for most of us, we want to catch the trend moves, stay with the trend. So again, it's your selling area here. You got more support down here. This was a good short covering zone for those who took that last short. Official trades, since we really don't want to get into, especially for newer traders, we do not want to get into counter trend trading until your career is a little more advanced. And then you can knock yourself out and do quite well. When the weak hands get stopped out, of course, who are they getting stopped out from? People like yourself, counter trend traders who succeed. But again, it's a lot easier because you have the big money with you. Right now, a lot of big money is a little nervous. Government shutdown, inflation, Fed, and China. China's real estate trusts. All these, all the big money that's going, China's making money. Well, now they're in trouble. They're going to have their version of Lehman Brothers. There's always someone timing the market right? There's always someone timing the market not too well. We don't want to get hurt. I don't, that's a great question, as if I have some kind of magical vision. That the magical visions that have appeared to me have been like 5 times in 40 years. Do you really want to shoot for that skill? It's a skill. It's an ability to see the big picture, and literally when everyone is on one side of the market, everyone, it goes the other way. The market doesn't like complete agreement. So, yeah, being able to see the 1928 similarities, being able to see the 1987, being able to see 2007, and even the COVID. When we went short right before COVID, it wasn't because I knew there was a germ out there. Come on, I could pretend that, and I get a lot of clients. I am the guy who sees everything. I have the crystal ball. No, I didn't know that. I just saw the market as overbought. Now, how did I buy it in 2008? I saw the market as oversold. So, but you don't need that kind of, and that's the other thing, Shifu. Do you really want to wait another 8 years before your next trade? So I don't it's great for marketing. It's great to attract new clients. You go to somebody, or somebody says, you know that guy? He predicted the 1987 crash and the 2000 crash, the 7 crash, to the exact day. The exact day is when I said this market's toast. This year it was August 5th. I said we were topping out and going to go down 18%. Okay, do you really want to do that? 3 years? That's not a great thing to wait for. You want to be able to make money every day. So making money every day, all I'm doing is following the market. All I'm doing is following the market, and you can follow it every day. All you do is get into a trade when you have a technical setup. The technicals follow the fundamentals. Well, that we move the market that way because the market repeats what it did before. Take a look at how many 156-point moves there were. So all my good traders are, in other words, I'm telling you that one of my guys made 156 points on Friday. So, and overnight. So do you think others want to do the same? So if you're short and you're an institutional trader, you're going to tell your clients, hey, wait till it goes down under 56 points and then cover. That's how they do it. They just monkey see, monkey do. All right. We're going to open up and what if you're wrong? Here's the whole thing. It's not important to get the 156 points. That's where people think, "Oh, I'm going to stay in until I get 156 points." No, you hope for 156 points, but you use a stop. So do you see the combo? Nobody knows if it's going to do. So you could take your own guess. What's your guess? How about 171 points? Great. Go for 171 points on your next trade, but use a stop if you're wrong. Does everybody see the methodology? Have reasonable entries and targets and stops if you're wrong. My big skill is being able to make money on a coin flip. That's my big skill that you should shoot for. Flip a coin. Say, the market, I'll make 180 points. Flip a coin, enter it, have a target, 180 points, and a trailing stop. You'll make money. 1 out of 12 times you'll get your 180 points. 11 out of 12 you'll get stopped out by the market. Okay, we're ready to go. Nobody trades for the first 6 minutes. First 6 minutes, no trading until the market has had a chance to show off its stuff. We are open for business. Let's make some money. Let the market stop out just like we drew it. Let them stop out the weak hands. And once they do, we grab it. Yeah, it starts out with low ticks, which says there's sell programs. But that doesn't mean the market's going to go down because everybody's going to be trapped. If a lot of little guys are short and getting stopped out, the market's going to go up. And the big guys are smart enough to sell lightly, not to stop the panic. They want it to go up so we can get short. We do this all the time. It does it all the time. So you know it. Take advantage of it. Now, you don't want it to go, it'll go up, but you don't want it to go up to 545. You don't even want it to go up above 362. You know, maybe you'll go for 250, 34. Here, what's the low? 34,087. Okay, 34,087. Can we rally 156 points to 34,243? Yeah, we can go up to 243. That's possible. So just watch it. Just watch it for 6 minutes. Take your own target. It doesn't matter. Let the market get overbought and then collapse. And wait for the 6 minutes. You'll be glad you did. The downside target for today, for the rest of the day, is 33,980, which may not come until, yeah, it may not come until noon. You don't know. Remember that W formation, right? Where's Andrew? Right? You want to see that W, and like everybody's short. Oh man, I got hit. Oh, terrible. That's what you want to see them stopped out, and then after they're stopped out, the big boys come in to short it. And that's why in 6 minutes you'll have an idea of what the market's going to do, right? It doesn't take much longer than 6 minutes to find out what Mr. Market's going to do. Earlier, the market was resisting right here, right? Remember, right here? Use the 2 minute chart. Remember when you guys were long? You did your counter trend long? It only went up there before it collapsed to a new low. So we want to see if anybody who's short would be using this as a stop, correct? Right? If you were short right now, wouldn't you use 183 as a stop? You wouldn't want it to go through there. So that's what traders would do. Then the market knows how to take your money. And after everybody gets stopped out on the upside, then the market starts tumbling down again. Like a spoiled brat. We will not be faked out, right? We will never be faked out. We will only take trades when they are true trades and sincere trades. And when you see the institutions jumping, that's when you make your move. 6 minutes are almost up. So we see what the market's doing, right? And once you get weak hands short, stops them out, and then it'll take the market lower after it stops everybody out, right? Gets everybody overbought, nervous, then it'll turn back down. 6 minutes are up. See how the market now, after it took out that, and then it's that M right there. You see that? Everybody got it? M trade short, just like we explained to Andrew. Tried it. It stopped everybody out, and then it finally breaks the support. Pretty easy trade, isn't it? Now it's just managing the trade. Take half off with a 20-point gain plus 20. Now trail your stop. Everybody grab that? Did everybody grab that short position? Very good. See? It's not that hard. Do you see? I didn't predict anything, Shifu. I just waited for it. I didn't know that this was going to be the high because I just knew that all those poor souls who went short, like right down there, they all got stopped out there, and then the market turned around. It's just when you see another 50-point profit, great job. It's perfect. That's what we like to see. Trading at its best. Lower your stops. Stay short. Lower your stops. Start the Monday like we ended Friday, putting money in our pocket. Isn't that amazing? Just how we drew it up. It's like the market really isn't following my drawing. My drawing is following 40 years of market behavior. All right. So before you think I'm some kind of a guru, I'm just a good observer, guys. That's all I am. You think I'm predicting these things. I'm not. I'll tell you, it's another way to be good at this? Who would like to know how to get as good as I am now at following these moves? Raise your hand. I've got a secret, and I'm going to tell everybody. All right, lose money for 49 months in a row. There you go. Robert, Robert knows the answer already. Yeah, if you lose money for 49 months in a row, you know every possible thing that can go wrong, which is the opposite of what can go right. That no, I laugh at it now. Trust me, Greg, I was very frustrated. I was optimistic, but I was frustrated. Everybody talks about Tom Brady's recovery in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. You don't think he was upset? Down 28 points? You don't think he was like, oh, yeah, no, we're going to win. I love it. He's trying to figure out, well, what's going wrong. He was optimistic that he could figure it out, but time was against him. Time was against me too. I didn't have much time left where I could keep losing money without turning my life around. So you have to become a good observer. Like anything else, you want to predict the weather, observe the winds, right? Observe the low and high pressure. Before the Weather Channel, before Jim Cantori was born, before they had satellites, what did they have? They had fishermen. Well, the wind's coming from Newfoundland here. Yeah, yeah. They had the Gorton's fisherman, the guy with the yellow raincoat. I always thought that Gorton's fisherman was a little strange. If you see the Gorton's fisherman in the summer on a subway wearing a raincoat, I think I'd take the next car. Hey, you want to you want to see my weather channel? Here you go. I'm a weatherman. All right. Here's another possible breakdown right here. 34090 is support. Now, here is the swing point from before, and the bottom of this channel right here. For those swing traders, those with bigger objectives, this would be your next target. 34087. Definitely for swing traders, you don't want it to go above 169 now. At this stage, I'd have to regard myself in the swing trader camp because I still have 2 contracts left. Up good size today, guys. I wish I traded like this, 30 years ago. If anyone's not short, if you're not short or if you're done for the morning, good job, Bill. Then just wait for this stochastic here, right, to become what? Overbought. Those not in a trade, wait for this to become overbought, right? And then it dips below the short-term moving average. And then the short-term like this starts turning down. This is the best example, right? 6 minutes after the open. Holy cow, look at that. Isn't that amazing? 6 minutes. How did you know? Because that's the story. All right. So as it approaches this 169 area, let it go up. Let it get it's nice and overbought now. This one's just becoming overbought. It's not yet, obviously. Let it go up. We may have another trade the same way. You know what, Andrew? Yeah, the blue one you wanted to touch first. You want both of them to touch. As a matter of fact, it doesn't have to be. Here's what I've done. My problem with this kind of setup is I've gone in too soon most of the time. I see it here and I go, ooh, look at that, it's overbought, and I'll go short and it'll go up another 20 or 30 points. So now I'm more patient. I'll say, all right, let it go up more and more. If anything, if it doesn't go up and starts down, that's what you want. You don't everybody, I missed the high. Yes, you're going to miss the high. You don't want to catch the high. Nobody wants to catch the high because that means you're hoping it goes here. What's to make it a high? It only becomes a high until later. You wanted to you want to put a sell order at 155 and it never hits it and it starts down. Now you could chase it down. Why? The buyers are getting out. That's what you want. So you almost want that. You see this parabolic here? You want that to fire long and the rally not to last. Does that make sense? You want rallies, but you want them not to last that long. Just enough to stop out the poor guys and gals who are short too many times, one too many times to the well. Does that make sense? Here would be a much bigger W. Look at this, man. I don't want to be stopped out, please. Right? That's what you want. And and the trader who knows it's weak and it's going to go down, and now he's sweating. He's like, it's going to go down. Oh, I don't want to be stopped because. And then what if you had to stop at 169 right now? You know it's going to go down. You don't want to get stopped out and see it go down. Best thing to do is what? What newbies do all the time: cancel your stop. Right? No, you cancel your stop. Oh no, I'm not getting stopped out. Not this time. And they cancel and goes up another 50 points, and they really take a bath, and then it goes down. The market will go beyond your it can't do this number. So whatever you think the market can't do right now, it'll do it. If you're long, it's going to go down. If you're short, it's going to go up. So you might as well treat everything like a roll of the dice. Even though you might have, let's face it, you have a better advantage going with the trend, but that doesn't mean you can't get a 156-point rally. We did it on Friday. Our number was 150. Today it's 156. It easily can do it. And by the way, look, the parabolic is long. Let the parabolic fail for a while. You know what I'm saying? This is a buy signal. It's not going to immediately go and take out 95, but what if it did? What if right now, in the next minute, it goes down to 34,095? Isn't that a short? Right? That proves that everybody who went long here is wrong. So that's what you want to see, right? We got one or two good trades in already. Actually, three. So why not wait for the fourth? It'll go up. And if it doesn't, you can go short. If it goes up and fails a little bit higher, you can go short. But if it doesn't go up and it goes down, you can short that. But what if it keeps going up? You don't want to short it. You see? It's like, okay, that makes sense. And yet, when the market's moving, we don't trade it sensibly. We use panic. Don't. Just go, I think this market's going to stop out the 183 guys now. But if it stops out the 90 guys, whoa, I'm going to jump in on that sucker. That's how you trade. Already we got a sell signal on this one, on the inversion here. That's already pointing down. I didn't take this inversion. It's too soon from my last trade. On my timing indicator, I've got another 6 minutes before I can trade. You know, I don't trade every minute. All right, Lactic, good job. I didn't take it because I've already taken 4 good shorts, and I don't need this one. How many trades have you taken so far, lactic acid? All right. This is not the best setup in the world, but still a setup. You'd like that 20 range chart to be overbought and then give a sell signal. The best trade is when it stops out the shorts and then hooks down. Right now, we haven't, we've done one before. This was a good one right here, 6 minutes from the open. But usually, right, it's got to wait 25 minutes. So this one should have been your short. And if you did that, wait till after 10 o'clock. 9 more minutes. You can do it. Where are you short from? I would take one trade if you got one and then put your stop at break even. Where are you short from right now? You don't want to see this thing go above 69 because then everybody will be trapped. You'll be one of the trappees. You don't want to be a trappee. Where are you short from? You should know that right away. All right, good job. I like that. Yeah. You got in, it's a marginal trade. Let it go down and then short it. If it starts tanking, then you short it. It's not tanking, it's drifting higher. And it's threatening to take out the shorts. There, see this? See it's starting to go? People who weren't as smart as you to get out, recognizing it's not such a great trade, are not getting stopped out and they're holding it hoping. Hoping is a bad way to trade. So let them lose money and you could say, boy, I used to do that. Now I don't. Now I don't. Every trade doesn't present golden riches. We know the trend is down, but it doesn't have to go down every second to make us happy. The market's going to make people miserable. And I have a feeling it's going to make some shorts miserable and then turn down, if that makes sense. So let it stop them out. Look at the high. Look at the ticks. The ticks are above zero. It's trying to push higher. Remember, where did we think it could go to? Well, let's take the low on this move, 34,095. So even 100 points is 195, right? That would be a 100-point rally, which I think a lot of sellers would be happy to see and start pushing it down. Um, Let me find out if they have any more sell limits. Be right back. How about that? They have some sell limits right there in this in this area right there. See up there? 206, a little bit higher than I thought there, but again, that's all you need. That's great, Shifu. I love to see that. As much as we'd like the next good trade, we recognize that the market has come down quite a bit. So the low so far, 34,087. That's why Grandma has that 243 area. So we can throw in a 243, right? Just as a reference point. That would be a 156-point rally from the low and actually put the market up a little bit for the day. Wouldn't that be frustrating to a short, right? The market be up 10 points. It's, oh man, gave a, well, yeah, markets do go both directions. And then you got more stops that would be above here. So if it goes above 183, stops those guys out. Between 183 and 243 is probably the area where sellers will be happy to go in. Look at this. Aren't you glad you're not short? Even though we made money on the short side, we did recognize what? That everybody else was making money on the short side and the big boys were starting to take profits, right? And we didn't want to fight them. And you guys did catch a couple of good moves. Wow. Amazing. It's actually a long trade here. It's going to run to 185, 185 target. You see the 37? Yeah. It's going to stop everybody out. And there are traders, obviously somebody's long who pushed it up. Do you see the 185 sell limits up there? Everybody see that on the big contract? Going to stop those poor shorts out, and then we can short it. You shouldn't laugh. I used to be one of them. Get stopped out, right? Just imagine how you feel right now. Imagine if you're short, uh, really heavy. I hope there's nobody short really heavy, but imagine if you are. Aren't you dumbfounded? Like, how could this thing be making new highs now toward 10 o'clock when it's down? It's weak. The market's weak. Why is it going up? Right? Am I right? How could the market be going up when it's so bearish? Well, because people are taking profits, and others know this. Hmm. And even if you went short at 9 o'clock, you made good money as it went down. Forget about overnight, right, Robert? Forget about. Let's say at 8 o'clock when we came in the room, right, and it was trading around here, around 170, right, and you wrote it down to 91. That's a good trade. So again, a lot of big boys. We're not talking about one or two contracts. Let's say you did this M right here at 197, right here, and you did 10 contracts, Robert, right? Right here. And you wrote it down to there. That's good money, my friend. So you'd be buying. You'd be like, yeah, yeah, that's great. So everybody's doing that. And who's short? The newbie who goes, well, maybe the market will go down now. And now they're all buying it back, getting stopped out. Here comes a 90, 85 level. You see the 35 contracts? Yeah, they're going to hit them. Yeah, we can bring it up there. You'll probably see it go through 86. Stop everybody out. And then remember as our drawing, then if it starts, right? So pretend you're short. Now you get stopped out, and then 5 minutes later it goes down after 10 o'clock here now, a Crable buy signal, right? Then it goes down and takes out a swing low or an M. The momentum is up, by the way, now. Look at this. Isn't that sad? We're not far from a volatility move up, right? Imagine if you're short at the exact low. We can take this out. Everybody should either be flat on their shorts, or if you're a wild and hungry counter trend trader, you might have a few long trades. I did not take any longs only because I wanted to set a good example. All right. Could I have done it? Could you have done it when you knew that this was going to happen? Of course you could do that. Did anyone, other than the two of you who did it earlier, anyone else take any long trades in the last 15 minutes? All right. So now we just sit there after everybody stopped out, right? Good job, Shifu. Amazing how it does this, right? Traps all the guys who got nailed. It's almost done on purpose, right? If you are short, take some off. Next target would be about 134. Trading's easy if you eliminate the bad choices. Right? Take some off. Yeah, your next target can be about 134. And we're 5 for 5 this morning. 5 for 5 profitable trades. Order filled. How many took that trade? Order filled. All right. Great job, Lactic. Good patience. Good patience. Whew. Still in it? All right, Trail, you stop. I'm done for the morning, guys. And for those who are tuning in on our YouTube channel, instead of just tuning in, why don't you open up a trading account and actually make some real money? This is not entertainment, really. You can watch The Voice or The Masked Singer. This is a room for people who want to make money. Well, thank you very much.